the shadows of a world teetering on the brink of chaos, the pulse of humanity thrums with an unsettling rhythm. The streets, once vibrant with the laughter of children and the chatter of neighbors, now echo with the whispers of desperation and the clatter of heels against cracked pavement. In this urban jungle, survival is a game, and the rules are ruthless. Here, the concept of community has morphed into a battleground where trust has become a rare commodity, and every face is a potential threat as the sun dips below the horizon, casting long shadows that stretch like fingers across the ground. A solitary figure emerges from the depths of an alley, clad in a tattered coat, the fabric frayed and worn. This person navigates the city with a practiced grace, eyes darting, always alert. The air is thick with tension, a palpable reminder that danger lurks around every corner. It's a game of predator and prey, and in this world, the lines blur. In the distance, the glow of neon signs flickers like a beacon, drawing in the lost and the hopeless. Bars overflow with patrons seeking solace in the bottom of a glass, their laughter a thin veneer over the gnawing fear that haunts them. They drown their worries in alcohol, but no amount of liquid courage can wash away the truth that gnaws at their insides. Everyone is out for themselves. The city has become a feast, and the hungry are always on the lookout for their next meal, even if it means consuming one of their own. The figure pauses, leaning against the cool brick of a building, hidden from view. They listen intently, the sounds of the city swirling around them. A cacophony of muffled conversations, the distant wail of sirens, and the rhythmic thump of bass from a nearby club. Each sound is a thread in the tapestry of life, weaving together the stories of those who inhabited this fractured world. But beneath the surface, a darker narrative unfolds, one that speaks of betrayal, ambition, and the lengths to which people will go to secure their place in this unforgiving landscape. As night settles in, the figure's gaze drifts towards a group gathered outside a bar, their faces illuminated by the flickering light. They laugh, but it's a hollow sound, devoid of genuine joy. Each one of them knows the stakes. They've seen what happens to those who fall behind, those who fail to adapt. The city is a living organism, and it devours the weak. Here, the mantra of survival reigns supreme. Eat or be eaten. The figure straightens, pulling the collar of their coat tighter against the chill. They have learned the hard way that vulnerability is a luxury they cannot afford. Trust is a double-edged sword, and every connection carries the weight of potential betrayal. They think back to the last time they let their guard down, the moment they shared a meal with someone they thought was a friend. The taste of that betrayal still lingers in their mouth, bitter and sharp. The memory serves as a constant reminder. In this world, kindness is a mask that can easily slip away, revealing the true face of greed. The figure continues to move, slipping through the shadows, a ghost among the living. They navigate the labyrinthine streets, each turn a calculated risk. The city is a maze, and they are both the hunter and the hunted. In this game of survival, knowledge is power, and they have spent countless nights gathering information, observing the intricate dance of human interactions. They know the players, the power dynamics, the alliances forged in desperation. Every whisper carries weight, every glance a potential threat. As they approach a dimly lit corner, a flicker of movement catches their eye. A group of 3 loiters, their postures relaxed but their eyes sharp, scanning the street for unsuspecting prey. The figure knows them well. Local enforcers, thugs who thrive on fear and intimidation. They've carved out their territory, and anyone who dares to challenge them pays the price. The figure hesitates, weighing their options. A confrontation with these men could end badly, but so could remaining in the shadows. In the depths of their mind, a voice echoes, dark and insistent. It urges them to take risks, to seize opportunities. Life is fleeting, and the streets are unforgiving. The figure steels themselves, their resolve hardening. They've come too far to back down now. With a deep breath, they step into the light, confronting the trio with a calm confidence that belies the turmoil within. "What do you want?" One of the enforcers sneers, his gaze appraising, searching for weakness. The figure meets his eyes, unwavering, a silent challenge hanging in the air. "I'm not here to cause trouble," they reply, their voice steady. "I'm looking for work." The men exchange glances, amusement flickering across their faces. "Work, huh? What makes you think we need another mouth to feed?" The figure knows the stakes. They could easily be dismissed, sent back into the shadows, but desperation fuels their words. "I know things. I can help you. Information is valuable in this city." The enforcers laugh, a harsh sound that echoes off the walls. "Information? What could you possibly know that we don't?" The figure leans closer, lowering their voice. "I know who's been encroaching on your territory. I know their weaknesses. I can help you eliminate the competition." The trio's demeanor shifts, curiosity piqued. In this world, knowledge is currency, and the figure has just offered a tantalizing glimpse into potential power. "All right," the leader says, a smirk creeping across his face. "Let's hear what you've got." As the figure shares their insights, they can feel the tension in the air shift. The enforcers lean in, captivated by the promise of an advantage. In this moment, the figure realizes they've stepped into a dangerous game, one where the stakes are life and death. But they also know that this is their chance to carve out a place for themselves, to turn the tables in a world that has always sought to consume them. The conversation flows, a dance of words and intentions, each party probing for weaknesses, testing the waters. The figure navigates the dialogue with the precision of a tightrope walker, aware that one misstep could lead to disaster. They carefully weave their narrative, presenting themselves as an ally, a valuable asset in a world where loyalty is fleeting. As the night deepens, the atmosphere thickens with tension and anticipation. The enforcers, once dismissive, now regard the figure with a newfound respect. They are no longer just a shadow in the night. They have become a player in the dangerous game of survival. The figure feels a rush of adrenaline, a heady mix of fear and exhilaration. They've taken a risk, and for the first time in a long while, it feels like they are on the cusp of something significant. But as the conversation draws to a close, a nagging doubt creeps into the figure's mind. They've played their cards well, but what if the enforcers decide they no longer need them? What if they become the next meal in this city of predators? The thought sends a chill down their spine, but they push it aside, focusing instead on the power they've just seized. With a nod of agreement, the enforcers extend an invitation to join their ranks, to become part of their operation. The figure accepts, a smile creeping onto their face, but inside, a storm brews. They've entered a world where loyalty is as fragile as glass and alliances can shatter in an instant. The darkness that surrounds them feels suffocating, but they are determined to navigate this treacherous landscape, to rise above the chaos. As they walk away from the confrontation, the figure's heart races with the thrill of the unknown. They are no longer a mere observer. They are a participant in the dance of survival. The city stretches out before them, a vast expanse of possibilities and dangers, each alleyway a reminder of the choices they've made. The taste of power is intoxicating, but it comes with a price. The figure knows that in this world, trust is a dangerous gamble, and betrayal lurks just beneath the surface. Days turn into weeks, and the figure settles into their new role, navigating the complex web of alliances and rivalries that define their existence. They learn to play the game, to read the subtle cues that signal danger or opportunity. The enforcers become both allies and adversaries, their loyalty as fickle as the wind. The figure quickly realizes that to survive, they must remain one step ahead, anticipating the moves of those around them. But as they climb the ranks, the figure becomes increasingly aware of the darkness that permeates their new life. The thrill of power is often overshadowed by the weight of the choices they must make. Each decision carries consequences, and the line between right and wrong blurs in the murky waters of survival. They find themselves grappling with their own morality, questioning the cost of their ambition. In the depths of the night, as they walk the familiar streets, the figure reflects on the path that has led them here. The city has transformed them, shaping their identity in ways they never anticipated. They are no longer the vulnerable soul hiding in the shadows. They are a player in a dangerous game, a force to be reckoned with. But at what cost? The echoes of laughter and the clinking of glasses from nearby bars remind them of the life they once knew, a life filled with warmth and connection. But those days feel like a distant memory, overshadowed by the harsh realities of their current existence. The figure grapples with the weight of their choices, torn between the desire for power and the longing for genuine human connection. As they stand at the crossroads of their life, a voice whispers in the back of their mind, a reminder of the darkness that lurks within. The city is a predator, and they are just another player in its relentless game. The figure knows they must tread carefully, for the moment of reckoning is always just around the corner. In this world of man eating man, the stakes are high, and the cost of survival may be more than they are willing to pay. The figure takes a deep breath, steeling themselves for what lies ahead. They have made their choices, and now they must live with the consequences. The city stretches out before them, a labyrinth of danger and opportunity, and they are determined to navigate its treacherous waters. The darkness may be all-consuming, but within it lies the potential for power, for transformation. With each step, the figure embraces the complexity of their existence, aware that the dance of survival is never truly over. The shadows may be deep, but within them lies the potential for rebirth. In a world where trust is a rare commodity, they are prepared to carve their own path, to become a force of nature in a city that thrives on chaos. The game has only just begun, and the figure is ready to play.